Hey guys, welcome to my channel, Be Perfectly Blended. If you've been here before, thanks so much for coming back. And if you're new, thanks so much for clicking on. In today's video, I've got a lot of little different things. I'm going to start my morning out. It is hot and early this morning, so I don't want to run the dryer. So I'm going to start my morning by washing towels and bedding, but then I'm going to hang them out to dry. I'm going to get a little weed whacking done before it starts to get warm. And then my daughter is coming home for a few days. She's got to have some minor surgery, so I get to take care of her. So I'm going to clean up the downstairs bathroom and get that all ready for her. And I'm also going to make some steak and eggs for breakfast. Thanks so much for joining me today. As I mentioned before, it is going to be really hot today. Well, it's going to be around 98, which is really hot for our area. So I do not want to run the dryer, but I did want to get some laundry done today. So what I did is I took the opportunity to wash our towels and our bedding so that those can hang out to dry, smell fresh. Now I'm moving on to weed whacking. Again, it's early. It's about 9 a.m. and I want to get this done before it begins to get really, really warm. I'm starting over here. My son has planted a lot of things along the side of our house. It looks really beautiful. I have roses, but these weeds are a little bit out of control. And we've been in and out of town so much that it just, this is really all I can do at this point is just try to get a little under control with the weed whacker. So that's what I'm doing. I am wearing my official weed whacker UGG boots. These are some UGGs from about 3 years ago. I wear them every time I'm doing some major yard work. As I'm coming up to the side of the house, I'm going to go ahead and take a quick break, grab something to drink real quick because as I mentioned, it is starting to get warmer. And then the towels and sheets that I first hung out are already dry. So I'm running back here, go ahead and fold those up, and then I will lay out the next load to dry and go back and finish the front weed whacking. So once I finished weed whacking, I went ahead and got ready. As I mentioned, my daughter has surgery. Check-in time was at 2:30, but about 1 o'clock, she wanted to head to the waterfront. So here I'm ready to go and take my daughter to the waterfront and go to the hospital. But I'm folding up these towels that I set up here. And then you'll see me lay out some more sheets in which my husband will bring in later on. So then my daughter and I, we went to the waterfront, soaked in a little sun and some of that fresh saltwater air, and headed to the hospital. Now, she was supposed to be done at about 5:36. I thought we'd come home, eat, and I'd do the bathroom, but the patient before her took a little longer, so we didn't get back till later. So this is the next morning. She's resting. I'm going to make breakfast and then go on and clean the bathroom. For breakfast this morning, I'm making some steak, eggs, and potatoes, but I did not have the breakfast potatoes, so I had to cut up and season crinkle fries. Leave a comment down below and let me know if you've ever had to substitute some type of potato for another. So here, I'm just getting the pans ready, boom, and I've got my potatoes, my steak, and my eggs. These are the seasonings that I'm using. This seasoning is one that I got from a farmer's market, so good. And then I'm just using my typical garlic and onion powder, a little black pepper, and of course, a little seasoning salt. Once I've seasoned one side of the steaks, I go ahead and flip them over and I season the other side as well. Breakfast turned out so good. Here's a little picture. And then, of course, now it's time to clean it all up. Once I got the counters all cleared off, I just went in with some of these Lysol wipes and just gave everything a nice wipe down. Now that my countertops are all clean, I'm going to go ahead and move on to dishes. If you've seen any of my previous videos, you know I love to use Blue Dawn dish soap with a splash of bleach. I am going to go ahead and wash a few dishes, and then once I have those scrubbed and rinsed off, I am going to leave the sink filled up and soak my pans from breakfast. Now that the kitchen is cleaned up, my daughter is actually in our room resting, so I'm going to go ahead and take this time to run downstairs and get the bathroom all ready for her. So here is the downstairs bathroom. It's not like super dirty. It just hasn't been used in a while. We basically use the bathrooms upstairs, so I just kind of go through and wipe it down every now and then, but today I'm going to get in with some bleach and really get it cleaned up for my daughter. As I've mentioned before, I've lived in this home for 20 years. I have 6 children, and so there's only 2 at home now, so the other 4 are grown and moved out. And so this bathroom has gone through so many changes in the years. When we first got it, I put up like green froggies because my boys were younger and they were down here with the bathroom downstairs. And then it went to like a beach theme, and now it's kind of morphed into this kind of bluish gray. Anyways, it's just, I don't know, it's a beautiful thing to be in the same home for so long, but it's also weird to see the spaces kind of transition over the years. Anyways, here I am just giving the toilet a nice scrub down using the same Comet bleach. Instead of using the disposable toilet wand, I use the regular toilet brush so you can see it there. I leave it in the toilet so it kind of drips dry before I put it back into its holder. So here I'm just wiping down the floor. I did go back in with some wipes and go over it. Like I said, it's not that it was super dirty. It's just not a bathroom that's used very often. And now I'm in getting the shower all nice and clean and just bleached up. Now I will just finish up by wiping down the vanity and the sink, and everything is pretty much ready to go.
Yeah?
So later on this evening, we went over to another relative's house for dinner. It was so good. We were actually celebrating July birthdays, and my oldest son, his birthday is on the 6th, and my youngest is on the 4th. Here is my other grandson. I was so blessed to be able to see him. As I mentioned, we're a blended family, so we're actually over at my older children, their stepmom's house. So we are just enjoying some food, fellowship, good time. I want to thank you so much for coming along with me today. Please feel free to comment, like, and subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next one. These cupcakes were too good.